Invoke AI is joining Adobe. That's the announcement, which was made earlier in the month. And there's a bit of an announcement here where they describe exactly what will be going on. Shutting down Invoke online services October 31. Now, I did a video before about Invoke AI. It's somewhat similar to Web UI, somewhat similar to Comfy UI. And this seems to be an Adobe acqui-hire, what they're calling an acqui-hire, where they acquire a company essentially to hire some of the personnel at the company. There will be some continuation. So Invoke is one of those organizations where some of it is open source, some of it is closed source, and there seems to be some continuation of the open source, the stuff that's already out there under the existing license. Some projects like GIMP, some projects like Blender, they can continue running as open source for a long time, but a lot of projects, they eventually migrate to a more sustainable situation. Now, in the server for the Invoke, server, they say this: I'm excited to share some major news with you. The Invoke team is joining Adobe to help build the future of AI-powered creative tools. There's been a journey shaped by this incredible community, and I'm grateful for everyone who has been a part of it. If you are a customer of our professional or enterprise products, you can read some important context about how this impacts your account in the coming hours. And obviously, there's going to be quite a lot of stuff which is closing down. I think this is happening at the end of the month. Invoke is an Apache 2.0 project. It will continue to be available as an open source installation that you can self-host and run. We've updated the repository to position it best as possible for continued expansion and maintenance. So in my experience of Invoke AI, they were always very professional. Doesn't surprise me that Adobe have wanted to snap up some of the talent. So that's basically where it is at the moment. Adobe is a much larger company than I think a lot of people realize. And there's been quite a lot of speculation on YouTube about their policies. And I think a lot of the speculation has been nonsense. It's been stuff which is just basically some words somewhere being blown out of context. I think they've been one of the companies that has been handling AI for, I think, the best part of a decade from my recollection. And they've handled it, I felt, pretty responsibly. They're definitely one of the more responsible companies. And they also got a name check at the Federal Reserve yesterday, the governor of the Federal Reserve. I think he mentioned Adobe.
Price stats, Adobe and others.
Adobe was mentioned at the Federal Reserve at the FOMC committee meeting yesterday.
Yes, Adobe was mentioned in the FOMC press conference. Chair Powell noted they use data from Adobe, along with other private sources, to track inflation trends in the absence of government data.
So there you have it. Even the Federal Reserve is using Adobe data to track inflation. It's a much larger company than I think a lot of people realize. And they've been involved in AI for a very long time now. It'll be interesting to see where things go in future.